What's up, y'all? This is actually a very different angle from every time. The video I'm gonna make today is 3 reasons you are still broke as a teen. And this could be for anyone that's not a teenager and stuff. I actually might do a couple more reasons, but I'd say the first reason, you got no source of income, bro. How are you gonna make money if you have no way to even make money? Like, you have no money coming in. How do you expect yourself to make money? You get what I'm saying? I'd suggest getting a job, getting a little side hustle or something. But you need like a steady income. That way you're able to invest into your craft. So that way you're not still broke. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can make it to where you genuinely want to be in life. I'd also say it's like, don't expect to just get rich sitting there not doing shit. Like, you just think about getting rich all day, but you're not making any moves. You're not trying to get a source of income. You know what I'm saying? So that it's like, a lot of people want money, but they don't want to work a job. So it's like, do you really want money, bro? If you really wanted money, you would do it. You like, any way to get it, you're gonna go and get it. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no excuses to this shit, bro. Uh, you know, I'd say the second reason is because you're just not prioritizing yourself, bro. You're just still sitting there hanging out with friends, still goofing off, not getting the right amount of sleep. You're just not prioritizing yourself. You're not even drinking water. You're not doing anything consistently. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you want to get rich, if you want to not be broke, I'd say you want to be wealthy, you got to build something yourself. You got to build, you got to create. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit there and work a job for the rest of your life and expect yourself not to be broke. But then again, you can't still carry these old same habits that you're carrying, which is going out, partying, getting drunk, you know, lusting, a whole lot of girls, lusting over them. You know what I'm saying? It's tying yourself into pointless shit. So that's one thing you most definitely gotta cut out. You know what I'm saying? Another reason I'd say is because maybe you do have income, maybe you do have a steady income and you're getting money some way, but you don't know how to manage it. So it's like, if you don't know about financial literacy, I suggest you learn about financial literacy. I might just teach it on this channel. But anyways, it's like, when you get a set amount of money, I wouldn't say go do that 50, 30, 20, whatever rule they be doing. I'd say you get paid $500 instantly. People say to pay yourself first and do a lot of this shit. I'd say put up at least $200. You have $300, right? You can invest the 200 or the 300. It doesn't matter. You can invest all of that, but make sure you put up at least 200 or 150. And then the 300 you have left, I would say, if you want to get money for yourself, keep at least 150 to yourself. Then you got 150 to invest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're still having money. You still have a way to invest in what you're making. It's never really about how much you're making, but it's about how much you can manage. I've said that, you know, and it's just like, learn how to manage your money, bro. You're making $200. Shit, say 50 to yourself. For you, 50 for you to spend. The rest of it, put it up, bro. It might not be easy. It's hard to put up money, but you got to be disciplined, to really want to make money, to really want to do this, to get by. You got to be so disciplined, bro. You got to be ready. You got to stack. You got to stay down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd also say try to find you a side hustle that could also generate you some income. And while you're doing your career, keep your job. Don't just think because you started, making content, or you started making music or some shit, you don't gotta keep a job no more, bro. That's not how it works. That's the goal, but keep your job so that way you can fund for yourself. You can still have money left over for yourself. And then you can also still invest in your craft and stuff. and you're just not broke making music, sitting making music with no money in your fucking pockets, bro. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Trying to make content with no bread. You got no source of income. What the hell are you doing, bro? Like, that's genuinely a problem. I'd say, I might add an extra reason in here. Um, you gotta learn how to say no, bro. It's really hard, bro. I used to have trouble with it a lot, but you have to learn how to say no. People might turn around and try to say you're this, you're that, you're this, just because you told them no for one time. But back then, you was telling them yes every single time they asked you for some money. Anytime they asked you to help them out, you said yes. But now that you're saying no, it's fuck you. Like, come on, bro. Learn how to say no, bro. And whenever that person reacts, how they react is gonna show their true colors, bro. You know what I'm saying? So learn how to say no. Learn how to, you know, manage your money. So if they get mad whenever you say no, bro, just fuck them, bro. Don't ever talk to that person again, cause they showing their true colors, bro. You gonna sit here and talk crazy to me and be this upset because I said no to you a couple times, but I said yes to you more times than I said no, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, if they act like that, just tell them fuck off, bro. You know. But I don't know how many reasons that was. That was definitely more than three. But you know, that's all I have for today's video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.